Essentially what we have for you today is two houses in one, and on the top level where we are now, you feel like you're living in the trees. We are at 28 Dryandra Street in O'Connor. Ash from Home by Holly is back for another one of our videos, thanks to Zango. Pleasure to have you here. How are you going?
I'm really good. How are you?
Really good. All the better for being here. So let's explain a little more about that. First of all, we'll talk upstairs because this is all brand new. It's renovated. It's done with love, care and thought.
Most definitely. So as Cam said, you've got two homes in one here. So you come in through the front foyer, which creates a link between the original residence and where we are upstairs. When you come up, it is just so beautiful. You walk into this open plan lounge dining area, the expansive glass windows, like straight away you're just looking out at the treetops, at the mountainscape. There's so many moments in here I could talk about. You've got the seated bench under the window, like just imagine having your coffee there in the morning, reading a book. You've got the hearth here for those cooler evenings. Just around the corner, you've got this beautiful study nook, which has got recycled timber from Thor's hammer. The kitchen is a hero. It's so gorgeous. You've got the recycled terrazzo bench top, which looks like pebbles out of the river. It really complements the outside. So you've got the butler's pantry where you can kind of tuck everything away. As you come through, there's this beautiful seating area which kind of takes the most of that northeastern orientation. Beautiful sunlight. It's really private. Again, we're up in the treetops. As you head further down, you've got the main bathroom. You've got a second living space, or it could be the third bedroom. You've got a bedroom with a built-in and this beautiful window, again looking into the treetops. And then right at the end of this extension, you've got the master bedroom, which is really beautiful. It's a generous size. You've got your walk-in wardrobe with lots of storage, the beautiful ensuite with the colours that really, again, complement the treetops, especially the yellow now that the trees are changing colour with autumn. But the sellers were just telling me that they've just been laying in their master bed watching the balloon festival, and I just think what a beautiful way to wake up in the morning. And that's a little moment that you won't necessarily experience when you're at the open home, but really nice to know that that's part of, the experience of living here.
Look, there's a couple of things that you've mentioned there out of all the things, and it's an extensive list, right? So anytime we mention reclaimed timber from Thor's hammer, that is tick, tick, tick for me. But there's beautiful little outdoor area as well. Let's go downstairs because while it is almost a step back in time, it has been restored and kept beautifully, hasn't it?
Definitely. So the original residence is a 1950s home, typical of the inner north, and I actually really like they've kept a lot of character from the original home. They have definitely updated it, but it's sympathetic to the original property. It's a really generous size, that open plan living space with connection to two balconies. The established gardens create a really private screen for that lounge room. You could sit out on either of those balconies and enjoy your morning coffee, and people walking by would be none the wiser that you're there. The kitchen's a really generous size. I love the pop of the blue. I think it's a really fun detail. And you've got 4 bedrooms, all generous size. The bathroom has, a separate toilet. It's got that good old school bath for the kids. And the master has a beautiful renovated ensuite.
I think versatility is a word that we can use, and in conversation before we started recording, you told me that the vendors lived upstairs and they had some university students downstairs. It's intergenerational living as well. There's lots of options here, isn't there?
Yeah, I think it's really exciting that it's a different home. If we keep building the standard 4-bed, 2-bath, we're really only catering to one kind of family. So I like that they've been a little bit bold and different here and created something that gives you choice. Like imagine how you would live within this space. So you could be a downsizer living upstairs looking for that, kind of income stream from downstairs. And they've had really great tenants from ANU. They've had a really positive experience with that. Long-term tenants, I'd be happy to live downstairs, mum and dad. But yeah, that intergenerational living. There's so many opportunities here. As your teenagers get older, you can push them downstairs and just enjoy upstairs. There's so much choice.
Let's talk about the location as well. Of course, O'Connor, it's a beautiful, quiet part of town, but really you can walk to Civic from here.
It's great. I live just around the corner, so I can attest to the location here. here, but especially up on Dryandra Street, we're in an elevated position. We're super close to Black Mountain, so you've got the nature trails. You feel like you're in the bush, the Canberra's capital. You're really close to schools, shops. Great to get out onto arterial roads here to connect you to the rest of Canberra. It's just a really great community here as well.
Okay, as always, Ash, you have done an incredible job of painting the picture and walking us through, so thank you so much. Let's finish up. How and when are we selling?
So we will be selling at auction on the 12th of April at 9:30 a.m. So come on through.
Wonderful. All right. Thank you so much for joining us once again. Come and have a look at this incredible, very different property here in O'Connor. Thanks to Zango.